What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be reacting to DBG's video talking about the MyTeam community are furious. Because, look, the MyTeam community is furious and has every right and reason to be. Now, we're going to be taking a look at this, talking about it as we do. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support of the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. Shout out DBG. The link to his channel, if you're not subscribed to DBG for whatever, will be down below in the description.
Players over profits, lads.
Spam it. When 2K releases their tweet today, hashtag players over profits, 2K MyTeam, if they let us. If they don't let us, we already know we already know they know what's going on. If they don't let us, we know.
Players over profits. Jab Ridgefort, not Jamarant, Jesus, Jab Ridgefort. Why? It used to be if you typed in players over profits,
MyTeam would pop up.
It would come up as NBA 2K.
It would. Like, what is Jab Ridgefort doing? You are not the main Sorry.
Jab Ridgefort, why did you have to do that? You don't even play MyTeam, man. You don't even play MyTeam. You're out here jumping on the MyTeam wave. But shout out Henry for the
facts. And I think HTB tweeting it just meant more for the community, to be honest, than like if you know, I would, like, just anybody, because HTB is that man. So shout out HTB for real.
Shout out Henry for the right here.
It's facts.
For the hashtag. Honestly, it was a big one. It was a big one that we're seeing something, and at least this response is something. Players before profits. Looks like the MyTeam community is rolling, and players before profits to voice their displeasure with the mode. Honestly, he's probably planned all along. Make season one of fire rewards. Sell copies of games once everyone bought and killed the rewards. Build a system where only content is spending because they know people are legit addicted. I'm going to talk more about that in another video. People saying it's going to keep growing. Today's news, I mean, that's your news on Twitter. It's AI. That's just an AI title. Like,
hey man, I don't care if it's an AI title or not. The fact of the situation is, we're seeing a lot of people that are tweeting this, and it's today's news, even if it's AI, for a reason. You know what it is.
It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one to see. And you're seeing here, like, even Nurmani's coming out there and saying that, basically talking about his experience with MyTeam. And look, he's someone who was a whale. He's someone that was a whale who spent a lot of money on this game, who spent a lot of time on this game, was first level 40 a bunch of.
And I want to stop and take a moment to read Nurmani's tweet here, okay? And what he says: even though I am almost 2.5 years out of the community, there's nothing left to support the fight, but to support the fight of great friends I know in the community. He said, this horrible addiction has ruined 3 years of my life, and the fact that I am having trouble paying bills because of it. This is what I want everybody to realize, right? And I'm glad Nurmani shared this, right? Because it's important. People think whales, right, are just people that make millions and millions of dollars. And there are some people out there. But the truth of it, the deeper part of it is, most people, I shouldn't say most, a lot of the whales are, and again, I'm not hating on them, but are not in the financial position to be spending thousands of dollars on packs. That's just the truth. That's just the truth, because it is rare to be in the position to be able to comfortably spend thousands of dollars weekly, monthly, whatever it is on packs. It's rare. You know, it's rare to find those types of people. Less than 1 or 2% of the entire population in the world can do that.
And I know.
And so the fact of people just think, oh, well, if they got the money, they can do it. No, it's deeper than that. It is an addiction, guys. Opening packs on 2K is an addiction, and it's even with the CB the Grenade. I think he's taken a break from 2K and social media after everybody on him about opening up packs. But y'all gotta realize it is an addiction, and it's deeper than, oh, just opening up packs because you've got the money.
Oh, for a fact, 2K were pissed when they found out he was buying MT when he was first level 40 all the time. MyTeam account owner getting the scheduled tweets ready. They probably have their scheduled tweets for a while.
They do, and that's the important thing again. I guarantee this season is on autopilot. So I don't think we're going to get any changes throughout this season. But I will say this, it's going to showcase a lot if they allow people to reply to their tweet that they put out today. Which I think they will, but it'll show a lot.
Hey, CB. Shout out Henry for starting it. Somebody said, fuck 2K. It's like, this isn't productive criticism at all. I stand by the point that it's very, the devs have been told, everything that they've taken away, the devs were told immediately by people who had good intentions. The problem is that there are actually devs watching Twitter, seeing what we're liking, and then as soon as they find out what we like, are taking it out of the game. There are the devs,
I don't even know if those are, that, I don't, look, I get what DBG is saying, but I don't even know if that is necessarily a thing, because I genuinely think, at least from the devs that I know and talk to, that they want this game to be good. They don't like seeing the community miserable, from the devs I know. Now, again, that's not me saying that there's not some quote-unquote devs that are like this, because it does make sense, because literally everything the community has liked has gotten taken away. And so it's like, how are the top guys at 2K, the guys that actually make the decisions, how do they know that? Well, it's probably from the devs, but from the devs, I know it doesn't make sense for them to want to hate the game, you know? It just, like, if he keeps scrolling down, Cabrillo's tweet, my face cam might be covering it, but he says it's not on the devs. They lost control over the direction. It's a corporate push, and I agree with that. I genuinely do not think the devs are to blame for this. I genuinely don't.
I don't know if it's devs, I don't know what it is, but there are people involved in MyTeam that are making decisions out of malice. So when they're making decisions out of malice...
Correct, but I don't think it's the quote-unquote devs.
There's no point giving anybody, like, constructive criticism doesn't change malice.
It does. Hey, and the thing is, constructive criticism isn't getting the game mode anywhere. It isn't. They put out the community surveys and all this, all that. They genuinely do not want what's best for the community, and they've showed that.
So just saying fuck 2K is fine because it's deserved. I said this here, this isn't something feedback can criticize. You need to know the mode well and be in touch with the community to actively seek out people are enjoying to remove everything. And they're actively trying to screw us. Every no money spent player that quits makes their revenue per player metric look better. And I stand by that. But also, like, I understand why Henry's coming from. But in my opinion, this isn't some, like, oh, we need to band together and just give 2K our feedback. 2K know what we think. I think we need to be hostile. That's just my opinion.
I don't even know what the best way to go about this thing is. The only thing I can say is we've got to impact their pack sales. And again, what's the best way to do that? We got to impact the pack sales, get them to do something to change. I don't know. But the main thing I can say is if you don't open up packs, you are part of the solution. That's genuinely all I can say. The whole people that are saying, oh, just stop playing, just stop logging on the game, that's not the solution. 2K doesn't care about that. Some people think they do. DBG thinks they're trying to get more revenue per player that's playing the game. So if you're playing the game without spending money, then you're doing good. That's where I'm at with things. Just enjoy playing whatever there is to play on the game. There's nothing you can really grind for right now, right? You can grind for MT, I guess. You can grind the park win streak, whatever. But just don't open packs.
I think we need to be as hostile as possible. I think we need this to get ugly. I've said this. We need 2K's bottom line to hurt. And we need this to hit mainstream. We need this to hit mainstream. And I think this could hit mainstream gaming news. Like, you're kind of hoping that, like, maybe the only way that this could get really mainstream is if, like, a Moist Critical or something picks up on that. And I don't think they will. I don't think this is a big enough scenario. Nor do they know the ins and outs of this. I'm going to make a video on my main channel talking about this, probably, I don't know, it'll probably be tomorrow. It'll probably be tomorrow when that video comes out. But it's just it's just embarrassing. Like, you've got Floki out here tweeting, who was, again, one of the more positive people back in the day.
You got to realize all the 2K people, the guys that 2K like, are a part of this.
Floki was a next maker back when this was a thing. He doesn't seem to care. My team can make me proud, make sure it isn't lip service. Like, it's easy for me to say this. Why I didn't buy in the first place, but I hear y'all. It's easy for me to say this. Like, it's really easy for me to say this. I don't really spend money on this game.
And honestly, it's easy for me to say as well. And you guys can probably see that and say that. I've got a really good squad as it stands for King of the Court, so I don't need to spend money as it stands right now. Now, do I have the best team possible? Would I spend money? I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. but I have a good team. So to me, it's easy for me as well, right? I never really spent a ton, prior to King of the Court, and I still haven't spent a crazy amount this year, but I've spent a decent amount. But it is easy for me to say because I got a good team. So that's part of it as well. I have grinded the game a ton for a good team, though, as well. So
I have bought levels 1 to 40 on launch day. I haven't spent a cent since then. I haven't spent a cent. Like, I don't spend that much money on this game. I really don't. Do not buy VC or pack strike. I don't know if a pack strike will work.
But I'm not even saying a pack strike. I'm saying that has to be part of it, right? Like, you can't say, oh, well, let's just band together and hate on 2K, but yet, oh, they drop a Yao Ming on Friday. Yeah, let's open $500 worth. No, we need the top spenders in the community to stop opening up packs. Every person matters in this thing. It can't be, oh, well, let's just be negative, but let's still open up packs. No. You should not open up packs right now, y'all. Do not open up packs right now.
But at least, do you want to know one thing I will say? I think it's really important that I still think people are going to spend money on packs.
Some people are, but the thing is, the more people that don't, the better we're going to be.
It is extremely important that we're now at a position as a community where opening packs is being shunned. As
Correct.
You've seen for Carlo. And for people being like, oh, Henry and Killsboy and those guys, they won't make any content. Man, what did they do before that? What did they do before that? Also, Jesus, I forgot, Matt Mojo did DM me about doing something. I've been all over the place. If you look at all the videos on my other channels, I've been all over the damn country and then sorting out some stuff. I will definitely go on your show at some stage, Matt. I need to get my shit together first. But, it is good looking at all of this stuff. Like, 100%. Everybody's talking about it. Even, like, everyone's kind of coming together because they know how bad all this is. And
I think it's they know how bad it is, but I think the more important thing is if you have the big guys, the big spenders, the big creators all involved in this, it's easy for the community to get involved in this. Let's say go back to 2K19 days when I wasn't a creator. If I would have saw all of the main creators not opening up packs because the game mode was, let's say in a bad position, it just makes it so the community wants to do it as well, right? Like, you want to be a part of something. You want to be a part of a change in a positive way, right? To get the game mode back to what it can be. You don't want to be, a problem and to keep the game mode stale and bad and not be a part of the solution. So I think, obviously Lowe's, obviously, you got the, just a lot of the big creators that are a part of this thing.
By the way, like, I kind of called all of this. I kind of called all of this happening, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're just negative." And like, I'm sorry, I absolutely do. Like, I absolutely do, do lean negative. But what's wrong with leaning negative? When leaning negative means I look for potential things that can go wrong, because we know if anything can potentially be used, can be screwed up out of greed, 2K are going to do it. So
2K is and I'll expand on that. 2K is the worst. There's not another Ultimate Team game mode that is like this. There is not. When I first started playing college football last year, people are like, oh, Ty, you don't understand. EA is way worse than 2K. It's not even remotely close. It's not. I'm telling you right now, there is not one thing as far as like pack sales, as far as greed, that is close between EA and 2K. I'm not saying EA is good or EA is perfect. I'm just saying it's not even close. It's not even close. The greed levels are not even close.
I don't find there being an issue with leaning negative. I think in life, is it a bad thing to lean negative? Sure. But when you are actively not necessarily even critiquing, when you're actively searching and making opinions on things, and sometimes critiquing, sometimes looking at other things, I think when you're doing all of that, it's fine to look negative.
My big thing is, how are you supposed to be positive as a MyTeam creator right now? And I will wait for the answer. How are you, honestly, for anybody out there that's like, oh, all you do is complain. How am I supposed to make multiple videos a day on this game mode being positive? Right? Like, I'll still do tier lists. I'll still do top 10s. I'll still do those things. But think about now compared to in the past when we would get nearly daily content, when we would get good rewards, when all of the cards were accessible, and I could get you gameplays of even the budget guys, right? Like, those days are so far gone. How are you supposed to be positive on this game?
It's fine to lean negative.
I'm just asking.
Because if you lean positive, you're a lot more likely to ignore
100%.
You're a lot more likely to ignore potential like disastrous things if you lean positive. At the end of the day, in life, it's definitely better to lean positive. But in this scenario, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. You've got the likes of TK. You've got a lot of the whales saying they're not going to do it. And by the way, I'm going to talk about this with the CB to grenade thing. The whales are going to be opening packs. But the difference...
I will say this. They will, some of them. But I honestly believe there's some of them that won't. That's my opinion. I genuinely believe that there are some that again, can see the greater good of this whole thing. Now, again, there are going to be some people that open up packs. There's never going to be a time in which nobody opens up packs. But I will say this. I think as far as a quote-unquote pack strike or a lot less people opening up packs, our opportunity is now. And don't just leave that, right? When 2K puts out their leak tweet, hashtag players over profits, when you have an opportunity to show your displeasure with where the game mode is at, do it. But I'm just saying, part of it is not opening up packs, and I think we've got a lot of people that are on board with that. A lot of the quote-unquote whales are on board with it. So, again, I'm not going to sit up here and criticize anybody for opening up packs, but what I will say is you cannot tweet, oh, I want change, and this game mode is crap, and all this stuff, and still open up packs. Then I do have a problem with it, personally.
The difference is that like the now sentiment around it is negative, which is a huge thing, which is what I've been trying to say for years.
It's true.
Which is what I've been trying to do for years, make the sentiment around opening packs not seen as this big positive thing. You're like, no, you're gambling. You're just gambling. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people have become gambling addicts.
I'll say this. And I'm hypocritical because I have, sports bet in my life. I'm not going to sit up here and say I haven't. But to see the negative effects of, all you got to do, look at Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups today in the news, guys. Like, again, I don't want to sit up here and hate on anybody that has a, gambling problem. But I'm just saying the fact that it has become so normalized and even that it's advertised in the NBA and all the professional sports, it's honestly sad because it is one of the worst things that has happened to the world. And y'all can say whatever, but it has ruined so many people's lives. Talk about addictions, it's one of the worst. I'm just telling you.
It is what it is. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Bye.
Shout out DBG though. Shout out DBG, man. I can't even, sit up here and hate on him. Look, he has been one that has tried to do things the right way all along, right? The budget, he's been hyping up budget cards since day one, trying to get it so you guys can play the game without spending a ridiculous amount of money. But again, it's in what he does, and even in the MyTeam creator space, it's hard to be positive right now. So hopefully, we have a chance to do something special. Be a part of change. No matter what 2K changes this week, unless they update our season rewards and give us our 10 box back on every Friday, don't stop. Don't let it just be a 1 week thing. Until we get change, don't spend money on the game. There's no reason to. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.